What's up, YouTube, man? Hey, look, man. Hey, it's your boy Action Jackson, man. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the Dallas Cowboys absolutely demolishing the Philadelphia Eagles 33-13. So before we hop into the video, I appreciate if you guys would like the video, subscribe if you're new, comment, and share my video with anyone who you think will enjoy my content, man. So one thing I am going to lead off with is the defense in this video, man. Like, one thing a lot of us say on social media, and including myself, is that when we're playing what it seemed like and what it seems like when we're playing these high potent offenses, San Francisco, Philadelphia the first time, November 5th, when we played them, Seattle, any single time that we go up against a quarterback that is more adequate than, they're above average or they're an average quarterback, we seem like our defense has troubles beating them. And really, in this game, this defense took it with a chip on his shoulder, and you can tell by the intro of my video when I had the video of Jayron Kearse talking to the defense, and what he is our emotional leader on the defense, him and DeMarcus Lawrence. But when he's giving out the motivational speeches, you see number one Jayron Kearse leading that charge. But I'm really proud of what they did, honestly. And one thing I am going to say, I do want to make this very, very clear. We got blown out by the San Francisco 49ers, just like this Philadelphia Eagles did. They beat us 42-10. They beat them 42-19, I want to say, right? One thing you can give us credit for that you can't give Philadelphia credit for is that when we lost and we got blown out, we did not look like this. I'm going to tell you that. They looked like they didn't want to play no football. They were scared. They talked all this noise trying to make it it's a division rival game. No, man. Number one, most times when you see them warm up and you see certain players that is the star players of their team, like 1, Jalen Hurts, 11, you can tell on Jalen Hurts' face he wasn't ready for this game. And still ain't no excuse in my opinion, man. Like, you go out there, you still gotta go play football. You're in the NFL, figure it out. So really, man, we held Jalen Hurts 18-27, 198 yards, scoreless. He didn't score anything. And neither did this entire offense, and that's what they only got 13 because of a sack, fumble, strip, pick up, scoop, and score by Jalen Carter. Hell of a play by Fletcher Cox. Jalen Carter picking up the ball and outrunning our center and our right tackle. So he's a hell of an athlete. We already knew he was coming out of Georgia, what Jalen Carter was going to be for any team that drafted him. So he's really great in what he does. We choked the run game. The run game didn't do anything in this game. For the Philadelphia Eagles, yeah, they ran for 106, but the last couple of yards they were getting were just garbage time. But if you look at all their yards, look, 11 carries, 39 yards for DeAndre Swift, 5 of 30 for Jalen Hurts, 4 of 28 for Kenneth Gainwell, 3 of 10 for Boston Scott. Like, nobody went crazy on us. DeAndre Swift he averaged 3.5 yards a carry, and Kenneth Gainwell averaged 7. But he didn't get as many attempts as Swift did. And Jalen Hurts, he's always going to throw it in right there with the yards. But in the air, again, they didn't burn you in the air because the game was already out of hand. But AJ Brown, 9 of 94, Devontae Smith, 574 with a fumble. So like I said, man, this defense did their thing today, and they finally stepped up against a quarterback and against a team that was above 500. Really did that with the Seattle Seahawks, but because they were 500 when we played them. But Philadelphia, they're crowning them as one of the best teams in the conference, one of the best teams in the division. They have them winning the division. A lot of people in national media do. And look what we did to them. I told you guys, and I said yesterday how I felt about this team, how that I wasn't scared of this team. This team and this quarterback, when they play this specific team or any other team that isn't San Francisco 49ers, more times than not, we're going to beat you or we're going to give you a hell of a game. It's one of the two. So fortunately for us, we beat them down today. Dak Prescott still had a great game. He was 24 of 39, 271 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. We ran the ball amazingly well today. And mainly, like I said, the 2 guys that are your main running backs that are treated like running backs ran the ball pretty well today. We knew we could run the ball on Philadelphia. I always felt like we could. You look at Kansas City on Monday night, what they were able to do. They were able to run the ball. Even though they didn't win, they were able to run the ball. San Francisco, it doesn't matter who they play. They're always going to be able to go run the ball. And, one person on the defense in particular, I'm still watching a little bit of the game, Stephon Gilmore, man. Like, hell of a game, man. I don't know what A.J. Brown said to him to get him going, because Stephon Gilmore, he don't talk in the game. He does not talk. One thing I know about watching Stephon Gilmore from Buffalo, especially New England, Carolina, when he's over here in Dallas, we have never seen him go off like that on somebody when they was talking that smack to him. And I love that A.J. Brown got him going, because he looked like 2019 A.J., 2019 Stephon Gilmore. So he looked tremendous. Run game was impeccable. We ran for 138 yards today. Jake Ferguson caught 5 receptions, 72 yards. Tight end 1. All we need to do is get a Super Bowl ring, and in my opinion, I think he's one of the best. I think he might be the best Cowboys tight end that we've ever had. And we blew him out. There's not really much to really talk about in this game, but I did most of the talking already. But dude, Jake Ferguson, bro, I love that man, dude, because like I used to watch Jason Witten for most of my life. That's the tight end I remember most of my life, man. And you just see the passes that once you throw it to Ferguson, that yards after catch is impeccable. Like he's jumping over people again. Second straight game, he's hurdling somebody. He looking like prime Zeke out there. And then you throw him the ball on that contested catch against Sidney Brown. He stiff arms him. He gets into the 5 or 10 yards. I'm just like, bro, Jason Witten was never that. And Jake Ferguson, man, he might be a Caucasian brother on the outside, but on the inside, he a brother, man. You see the way he talk, bro. He a brother, man. He a brother. But CeeDee Lamb, 6 catches, 71 yards with a touchdown. My God had a hell of a catch, bro. He had a good catch, but he's Mr. Inconsistent. If he can legitimately add something to this wide receiver room, legitimately come down to the stretch of this schedule and in the playoffs, I think that we're going to be okay, man. Honestly, game's over. Game's a blowout. We're both tied right now. 10-3. Right now at the playoffs were to start, we would be the 2 seed. I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, San Francisco at 1. Dallas would be 2. Detroit would be 3. Tampa would be 4. Philly would be 5. Minnesota would be 6. Green Bay would be 7. All the teams that are in the hunt are New Orleans, Atlanta, Seattle, and the LA Rams. And I think, honestly, with the Dallas Cowboys, you need to be the number 2 seed. And I don't think the number 1 seed is going to be as rewarding as it has been in years past, just due to the fact that if you're the number 1 seed, and if there isn't an upset between the 2 seed or the 3 seed, you have to play Philly. If Philly wins the rest of the way, you win the rest of the way. They already talked about it plenty of times on the Sunday night game. If you and Philly end up with the same record, they end up winning the division because they would have a better conference record than you would. So that's when that Arizona game comes to bite you in the butt, which I talked about in that game. Look at my video week 3. I talked about it. That game can potentially bite you in the butt. So now we got to hope that next Monday that Seattle can go out there and go take care of business and win a football game on Monday night. I think it's going to be in Seattle, I want to say. But if they can go out there and take care of business, Dallas has to win the rest of their games, and we're in. And we get into the playoffs at the 2 seed, and I think that is where you need to be if you are this team. Because like I said, I just think you'll have a better matchup. You would rather play Green Bay, LA, whoever gets in that 7 seed, Minnesota, if they drop another game or two, and then you rather beat them at your house, then go play Detroit if Detroit don't get upset, right? You rather go do that, or Philly got to come to you again, right? So because let's say Green Bay is the 6 seed, they match up with Minnesota, Detroit. Green Bay take care of business and they beat up on Packers, or the Packers beat up on Detroit Lions. You see Philly, you can beat Philly because you already did that today. That showed you at home. But one thing I do have to say that I did not like in the second half was our offense. We played around way too much in the second half. I felt like we should have took this game a little bit more personally in terms of San Francisco was very hurt that they lost the NFC Championship game, and they were talking a lot of mess, but they backed it up, right? We should have treated Philadelphia how San Francisco did. I felt like we should have put up away a lot more points, and we will get scrutinized for that. We really blew them out by 20 points, and then technically Philadelphia offensively only scored 6. So that's about it for the video, man. I hope you guys have a nice day. Stay safe, stay blessed. Bye.